What is up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode. If you guys are brand new to Hacking Your Crypto Education, we do a giveaway at the beginning of every single episode, and today's winner is Kaka. Thanks so much for commenting on dozens of the previous videos, Kaka, over the last 6 months. You've been an amazing member of the community, and I just sent you some crypto. If you guys want to win on the next episode, like this video. It really helps the channel. Subscribe and comment about the video with your wallet address. And in this special episode, I wanted to dive into virtual worlds. And this is something that is pretty meta. This is a topic that has been really fascinating to me over the past year or so that I've been diving into pretty deeply now that I'm very immersed in the world of NFTs or non-fungible tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, on the EOS blockchain, on Steam, all these different networks out there that are releasing non-fungible tokens. Part of the big reason that I'm talking about this today, and I want to bring attention to it, is because Decentraland and Cryptovoxels are the #1 and #2 most transacted assets on the OpenSea marketplace over the last week. And part of this is primarily because people are starting to get attention in the space. People are very much going out there doing marketing campaigns on Grow Your Base, for example. And we're really interested in the fact that there are a lot of new artists coming into the space, and artists that are getting into Cryptovoxels, doing art shows in this digital world is fascinating to me. And what I wanted to do today was just go over those two projects primarily because they are really heating up right now. There are people purchasing over $100,000 worth of this virtual real estate within these worlds that are being created, not only in virtual reality, but also just on your computer if you want to log in and check it out. It's pretty amazing. They're built on the Ethereum blockchain, so you get a chance to play around with it. And there's also, at the end of this video, I really want to talk about a newer project that is a virtual world concept, so definitely stick around for that. The first one I want to go over is Cryptovoxels. It, as far as I know, is a one-man band, and he has been developing on it for quite some time now, and he's entered into this kind of escape velocity where people are able to come in, help him, and work together as contributors and really emphasize the investment side of things. And that's one of the reasons why it's been trending all over the place on OpenSea. People are investing in it because they start to believe in this virtual world concept where you create a reality, people start coming into this reality and having some fun, doing art shows, doing nightclubs, doing hangouts, stuff like that, all in this virtual world. And ultimately, they're trading and exchanging items within this virtual world. So it makes sense to have rare collectibles within this. So part of the concept of Cryptovoxels being on OpenSea is they have parcels for sale. So you can go on there, you can purchase a parcel, and that will give you the ability to start building out this robust little area within the virtual world. And this can be accessed through Oculus Quest, Oculus Rift, and I believe HTC Vive. So you can go in there, you can start building on your own, you can join the community and really learn what other people are building. And the most impressive part to me is that these artists are starting to do art shows within this realm, like in their own little parcels. They're building out these art galleries and people are coming in and participating in the gallery and things are being auctioned. And it is just creating this new reality, which I really like the fact that these land contracts can just become something amazing. And one of the really interesting things that I like about virtual realities is not to get too over the top with this, but when we talk about things like that we live in a simulation, it is kind of a crazy topic that a lot of people brush off. But when you look at things like this with people creating their own realities, people buying parcels of land within that reality, having events in that parcel of land within a reality, you are dealing with something like a simulation. It's not like a world that we are all in right now, but it is a step in that direction, which I really like talking about, thinking about. It is just a wild concept. And also one thing I wanted to mention is that not only do you need, you need the headset to visit in virtual reality, but there's also Web VR, which is a browser that you can get access to, and you can go and teleport around using your hand controllers, and you could use the Web VR browser to actually see what's going on in Cryptovoxels. are a couple really interesting popular attractions within Cryptovoxels, like a lot of monies layer that a lot of you guys probably know from Twitter. He's an artist. There are Olympic pools, there's different museums, there's space stations, there's all sorts of really creative and cool things. And this goes back to what I was talking about with the simulation, where if you put a couple simple constraints on something, like here's a reality, build what you want, and here's the way that you access it, people will create something incredible. And especially when you allow artists to come in and innovate. When you allow artists to come in first, they're going to very much have the creative juices flowing, and it gives that contributed innovation all together and moves the needle forward. And one of the really interesting things that I saw recently was Electric Sheep is a really fun little parcel in Cryptovoxels. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm definitely going to be linking to all this in the description below so you guys get a chance to check that out. I've been playing around with this a lot because we are working with a lot of the top NFT developers on the Grow Your Base platform. So I've been just running down this rabbit hole as deep as I could go and exploring all different aspects of blockchain and crypto art, especially when it comes to these virtual worlds. Now moving on to Decentraland. And one of the reasons, not only that I wanted to talk about this because of the volume that's happening on OpenSea and the exchange, is because it is launching. The gates to Decentraland open in 7 days, which is crazy to me because I remember when they first rolled this out and a lot of people were talking about how wild this concept was, and building in a virtual reality or a virtual world wasn't something that people would be interested in. And now it is doing an immense amount of volume. And as of looking at this right now, the 7-day volume is 2,400 ETH in the last week, which is crazy. The average price is 7 ETH that you're talking about here. So this is not small transactions. This is big transactions here. To simplify what Decentraland is, you can build and explore 3D creations and play games and socialize with everybody else in the space within the Decentraland parameters. And you can actually buy and sell your own services to different people using mana. And it is such a cool concept that they've created this reality that you can jump into. The Decentraland world is built around mana, which is a blockchain-based token. And if you guys are brand new to the word mana, it was in Diablo, if you guys play that game once upon a time, and it was like an energy source in Diablo, but in this it is a blockchain-based token. You can trade with goods and services for other people in this virtual world. One of the really exciting things about Decentraland is the simplicity that they did around building within the virtual world. So they created an easy-to-use builder that allows anyone to go in and create and design and use their own little slice of the virtual world. It's very exciting that they're making that user experience easy, and that will trigger a lot more adoption when you have people that are very easily building their own little world in there with their avatar, building up their mana stack, and just buying and selling with various other people within this virtual world. There is a very interesting marketplace that's available on the Decentraland platform that is decentralized. It allows you to discover, buy and sell, and manage your parcels of land, and you can do it on this platform itself. Decentraland has been leveraging OpenSea's relationship, getting people to invest in it, very much speculating and preparing for this gate release, or opening the gates to Decentraland. That's very exciting, but in the same regard, they are releasing their own marketplace on the platform, so you can go on there and you can buy and sell on your own. So one of the cool things about the Decentraland concept and virtual world concepts in general is using blockchains allows people to store all these records publicly available without a third party. And this uniquely allows cryptocurrencies that are decentralized to interact on top of that blockchain and really, really power the economy within a game like this. You have your blockchain, you have your cryptocurrency, and now on top of that, you have your marketplace where you can buy and sell all these in-game assets that are taking place all within that ecosystem. So when you bucket that all together, you get a really cool and vibrant community that I'm really excited to be part of. I'm excited to see a lot of the things that are going to be built, especially with that customization, buildable, like easy to use feature that they're adding in here. I know that Cryptovoxels is definitely working on something around that, and a lot of the people in there are very technical right now. But I think that with Decentraland's pioneering of this easy to use buildable feature, that is going to be moving the space forward as a whole. So to recap, these two projects, Cryptovoxels and Decentraland, allow you to build and buy your own little parcels of land. They allow you to build on that land in this virtual world, create things like homes, art galleries, hold events with other users, and you can use the in-game currency that in Decentraland's case is called mana, and Cryptovoxels is built on the Ethereum blockchain. So you guys can interact with each other within this environment. You can have your own avatars, you can play around with each other and interact in this virtual world. The coolest part to me is building and being able to create all of these crazy things that would not be able to exist in the real world. So you could build, a dragon breathing fire right next to you if you wanted to. You could do all of these wild things. So for everybody that stuck around this far into the video, thank you so much for leaving a like on the video and being an amazing member of the community. The last project that I wanted to share with you guys as a little bit of a bonus was Somnium Space. Now, Somnium Space is a new project that is another virtual world project, and you can buy small, medium, and large parcels of land, and you can participate in this virtual world. It is a newer project, like I said. So Somnium is also based on the Ethereum blockchain and allows you to truly own these in-game assets. So when you are dealing with a blockchain VR metaverse, you are able to, authentically own pieces of that virtual world. Like, that you own these different pieces of that world that you're in. You have that security of the ownership given that it's on the Ethereum blockchain. So you have your tradable decentralized marketplace, very similar to Decentraland on Somnium. And you have all of these different standards that have been developed for users. And it's an exciting project that I've been following pretty closely, and it's really cool to see an open and social environment where people can put on their headsets and they can actually just go in and play around with each other. They can talk to each other, and you can actually just chat, build, trade, do all of these cool things even from their PC client. So you can download it, very similar to how Cryptovoxels allows you to interact with the browser. This one allows you to download a client and you can play on your PC. And it is coming to the Oculus as well. And it's a really exciting concept that all these people are pioneering in this space where you can get access to these in-game assets, own a piece of this virtual world. And this is a new frontier, guys. Like, it's exciting. It's super cool to see these people pushing the envelope of what reality is. And it's such a big statement, in my opinion. A lot of people discount this type of innovation, but I do think that in the simulation theory, these types of things are a step in that kind of wild direction. So a lot of cool in-game different features that are happening. You can monetize your space. You can do like real estate and things like that. You can basically live forever in there. I mean, in theory, this could be the way that people live forever, is they're living in a virtual world. Their avatar lives on. You have all these different ways of living forever. So a lot of great partnerships with the Somnium space. Loom and OpenSea have partnered with them. Sony has even partnered with them to be part of their digital world. And a lot of this stuff is just in the works now. So it's exciting to see this coming to a reality. And that is it for this episode. Thank you so much if you guys have stuck around towards the end here. All the links will be in the description below to Decentraland, Cryptovoxels, and Somnium Space, so you guys get a chance to research yourselves, check it out on OpenSea, see what type of volume these are all doing, which is very impressive. It says something about the future and the innovation that's going on as people are buying this stuff like crazy right now. So that is it for this episode. And don't forget to hack your crypto education. And I will see you guys on the next episode.